Hey, what's going on, guys? Mark here. Uh, Gotta say, want to make this clear for those of us who still believe that the Constitution was the greatest document of governance ever created, and that it should be upheld. We need to remember that this can be a double-edged sword. Um, I found an article earlier today. Um, Unfortunately, I haven't been able to track it down since, but I think we've all heard about Jill Stein and how she's raising millions of dollars to get votes recounted only in states that Donald Trump won. This is pretty interesting because no one really knows why she's doing this. It doesn't seem to benefit her in any way, except she seems to be getting more free press coverage now, seemingly 10 times more than what she did when she was actually running for president of the United States of America. Well, in the article that I saw, what the author proposed was that the recount being led by Jill Stein and supported by Hillary Clinton, the same person who said Donald Trump would be a madman for not accepting the outcome of the election. Well, what he proposed is that this is all a distraction and it wasn't going to change anything, and it didn't matter because Congress was going to use a little known clause in the 25th Amendment of the Constitution to get Trump out of office. I've went over here to kids.laws.com because sometimes the Constitution can be a bit confusing. This isn't word for word from the Constitution, but you will get the gist of what it's saying. And it says if the President of the United States dies in office, the Vice President will assume the position of the presidency. Although this is the law today, this was not always the case prior to the 25th Amendment. In fact, it was never actually clear in the Constitution that the Vice President take over for the President. The Vice President has taken over for the President several times in our history, usually after the President has been killed or dies of sickness. And the first time this happened was when John Tyler, the 10th President, became President after William Henry Harrison died after a month as President. The 25th Amendment allows for the Vice President to become President in the event of death, resignation, removal from office, or impeachment or impairment that prevents the current President from fulfilling his or her duties. And apparently, what the author of the article I saw was proposing was that there is going to be a coup done by Congress because Trump is hated by many on both sides of the aisle, and they are going to declare him un have an impairment that prevents. They're going to say that he's impaired and unable to perform his duties as president, and if they decide that he is unfit to do his duties as president, they can have a vote and have him removed from office. So, we'll have to keep an eye on this thing and see what happens. But as we can see, we have some loopholes in the Constitution that can make things get real ugly in the near future here. So I just wanted you to be aware of this little lesser known clause in the 25th Amendment. That way we can all keep an eye on this and see what happens. Anyways, I hope you guys thought this was as interesting as I did. You guys take care.